Hello everyone, my name is Mike, also known as Unko from PocketBikePlanets.com. Making this video just to, show off my bike, make a pretty good video about pocket bikes in general because I haven't seen too many. So let's get started. I'm going to show you all the modifications I've done to my bike and how simple they are. You can complete them on a very low budget. You don't need much money at all. Start with the front. We have stock rims. The brake discs aren't bad. I had to replace the brake pads, which were only, $20. I completely disassembled the bike. Every part literally was in boxes. Painted most of the stuff, The frame used to be black, all chipped up and whatnot, a little bit of rust. Buffed everything down and painted it up. Let's start with the engine. Right here we have a 110cc Lyfin 4-speed manual. For those of you who are looking to buy a pocket bike, I very much recommend going with the manual transmission. It's a lot more horsepower to the, straight to the final drive, and therefore the wheels. Automatic clutches, they tend to stutter and take a little bit to engage. With a manual, you can drop gears and take the RPMs a lot higher than you would with an automatic or a semi-automatic transmission. So, I rebuilt this whole engine. It had a valve leak. It wasn't getting enough compression to actually even start up, so I had to take the whole head apart. And I did a valve job. Made the valve sit real tight, so actually it can handle a high compression piston right now, but I just felt like leaving it stock. Up front, on the engine head, we have a head breather kit. You can also do this yourself. You just tap the breather and attach a tube to it. Follow this tube back to the crankcase breather, and I used a Y splitter just to connect the two, and soon to be making my own air intake box or cold air intake, something like that. And that's where you would hook the breather up to. Anyways, I completely rewired the bike by myself. The Chinese wiring is just crap, and really you don't want to deal with it at all. So I would just recommend, if you're ever going to mod the electrical system or, add in your own stuff, at least know where you're going on the diagram and try not to chop too much stuff up. Keep it nice and neat. But for me, since I'm a good mechanic and electrician, I just redid the whole thing, Got the basic diagram, ran my power, all that good stuff. So right here, what I'm looking at right now, we have a triple fuse junction box, all power on the right side and on the left, and on the right side it's fuse power. Here's our on-off switch. I deleted the key just because I don't need a key for this thing. Let's see. I painted the chain. I took the chain completely off, dipped it in diesel fuel, let it sit for a couple days, and then dipped it in chain lube oil, which is actually, it stays as like a liquid, and then it almost dries like a gel. Let everyone know this bike did not come with everything. I didn't buy this brand new. I got it off of Craigslist. Had no gas tank, plastics. Here's the bottom fairings right here. We have lime green. The upper part of the fairings are, charcoal gray. I gotta do another paint job on them. They got kind of chipped up and whatnot. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah. Carburetor is the stock P19 without the fuel petcock, which is kind of stupid. I completely rebuilt this carb. And I heard there's a way to modify it. I'm going to modify it soon. I have a 24mm performance carb, but if I wanted to put that on, I would have to have a high compression piston and bigger cams, and it's just a lot of money for a bigger intake. Here we go. We got some engine paint, whatnot. It did not come with a seat, so I had to, rig up my own seat type of deal for now until I buy one. Let's see. Last night, got really bored. Usually right here you would have a J-pipe that would start from the bottom, J up, and then run along the engine, the top of the engine, and then come out the back like your normal X15 style bike would. But if anyone wants to do this simple mod and you're good at welding, like I am, this is the stock pipe. I didn't buy any extra pipe. I actually removed a lot of pipe, and you can do this mod, pretty fairly easily. Right here, welded from that down. Here we have it running underneath the bike. This is normally where your clamps would be, which would be up here, to clamp your exhaust together. Deleted the clamp, just welded that together. So everything's welded. It's nice and solid. Right here we have a do-it-yourself spray paint can muffler. My bike did not come with a muffler, so I was running straight pipe for a while, and I read up online that if your 4-stroke engine does not have back pressure, it's very bad. So I stopped as soon as I figured that out. I stopped riding. Read up on basic muffler designs. This is an actual muffler. This is not just a spray paint can on the end of, the exhaust pipe. Look, I even got a cap for it. It keeps the water from going in and dust and whatnot. But it's actually resignated. There's a smaller spray paint can in there, and I have metal baffle going all around the inside. And on the inner can, there is more baffle. It actually makes it sound more like a street bike and less like a motorcycle. I don't know why other exhausts didn't do that, but here's my other mod. This is a 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch open-ended Craftsman's wrench. The original brake pedal, from kickstarting it so much, sometimes you hit the brake pedal, and I bent it so many times, so I just said screw it, might as well make my own. It works a lot better than the old one. It doesn't bend at all because it's Craftsman, made of forged chromalloy metal. The other one's some Chinese, shitty metal. Here we have back here. I'm also very good with computers, so I photoshopped my own license plate for this. It says sorry officer. This is not legal at all. I'm hoping I don't get pulled over for counterfeiting or something, but we'll see how it goes. This X15 came with no turn signals or brake lights, so I made my own LED. This is a daytime running light, well, more like a nighttime running light. You don't need this on during the day. And the bottom LED strip is for when I apply the brake. I wish I had someone else here. Probably see it better. But there you go. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I figure it's just for now until I buy a new rear piece, because this is actually a I believe it's a X18 rear, which I don't like at all. It's too square. But what else? Oh yeah, lowered it an inch in the front. That's why the shock towers are pushing up through the triple trees. It looks a lot better with an inch lowered in the front. It's not sitting all weird. Looks like it's more stanced in the back, lower in the front. Here we have your, standard gauges. These were not working at all, so I had to rewire these also. Let's see what we got right by my nutsack. Gas tank. I'm running 93 in this. You don't want to run anything less than 91. It's actually, well, the Chinese won't say it's bad for your bike, but I normally wouldn't run it. If you run 93, it gives you more low-end torque. I wouldn't say another horsepower, but maybe like a 0.2 of a HP. I mean, it makes a difference. But, and plus, unleaded gas is not really good to run in these small engines, especially for the carburetors. They get clogged real easy. Here we have your throttle. Rigged this up too. Oh, you can't even see in there. Well, whatever. The front face where you would cover the cable is not there. I had to redo that. It's a lot better. This is no longer a start switch. This is now a kill switch. I didn't like the electric starter at all. Plus it added, extra whole 5 pounds maybe. And this one was fried anyway. So I deleted that, got some more air intake space, and, no more 5-pound waste. You know, voltage meter works. The miles per hour, it doesn't really work. I'll be going like 40 and it'll say I'm going 10. But it's cool to have. Right here we have your horn. Low beam. Yeah, see that? Yeah. I'm hitting 60. Anyways, low beam, high beam, gauge cluster on off, kill switch. I'm also missing a kickstand. Might be why I'm using a box as the kickstand. I have to fabricate my own very soon because it gets annoying leaning up against walls and stuff wherever I have to go. You know, I love this pocket bike. I give it a very good review. It just needs, you know, even when you buy it brand new, it still needs some tender love and care. Just because the Chinese don't really do a good job at building things at all. So I advise that you want to change oil when you first get it. You know, check everything. Make sure everything's torqued down. You know, just have fun. This is my own style right here. You know, it gets me from point A to point B, especially in the spring. I'll be riding it a lot, you know, go to the stores and stuff. Pretty good head turner. I got neon green LEDs at the bottom, so people are like, what the fuck? I'll give you a shot of the back again. And I mean, that's about it. If you guys have any questions or concerns, you know, just comment on the video or private message me. I advise everyone to go to, you know, pocketbikeplanet.com and register. It's a great forum. You know, there's a lot of people that help out. I had a bunch of people that helped me out with my bike when I was running into problems. And, yeah, I mean, just have fun.